Yo, what's up, guys? What is up, guys? Good morning. How is everyone doing? What's up, guys? What's up, Jay? Chop, chop, parlay boy. I guess I'm parlay boy. Anyways, man, let's get into some bets. I'll keep this live stream pretty tight, but honestly, there's some pretty good promos. So, for example, on DraftKings Pick 6, they have a 10% NBA winnings boost pack, and you can use it 5 times. So maybe this is the first promo we'll go through. Again, DraftKings Pick 6. It's just like a different tab on DraftKings. It's basically another version of PrizePicks. And honestly, there's some pretty solid plays available right now. What am I doing, dude? So let's get in a slip. So I'm going to start out doing these DraftKings promos, and then we can move on to whatever other book people want to look at. Why is this so narrow? Okay. So the first play I'm going to look at, I think it was Siakam. Load, bro. PrizePicks. How's it going, handsome man? Pick 6 is about to feed us. Dude, what is going on with the site? There we go. Okay. So the first play we have is Siakam under 9.5 RAs. So let's go here. Let's check out Siakam. Damn, dude, there's a lot of WNBA value too. The optimal slip, again, what's kind of annoying about this fantasy site is, I mean, you can't pair NBA and WNBA picks together. So that's obviously annoying, but, you know, it kind of is what it is. So the first play we have is Siakam under 9.5 RAs. I mean, this is the biggest line discrepancy, at least for the NBA. So let me go here, and let's just look at the NBA. Hey, Alex, your hair is looking really good today. Pick 6 needs to come to Florida. Yeah, dude. So, I mean, I think Pick 6 is legal in most states, but for some weird reason, it's not legal in Florida. Yo, but these two picks actually pair pretty well together. So we have Siakam under 9.5 RAs. You can see all the other sports books kind of have his line at 8.5. All the other DFS sites, because the books do have some juice towards the over with an 8.5 line. But you can see like better PrizePicks, whatever. All these other DFS apps, Underdog, they have him at 8.5 or 9. So DraftKings Pick 6 just has this line too high. And then the second play we have is Mitchell Robinson. So here we have a 2-pick entry. Usually they give you a 3x payout, and all their payouts are minimum. So you can see here, once I add the promo, I'll actually be getting 3.3x. And if we look at Mitchell Robinson, you can see PrizePicks has his line at 8. All these sports books have his over heavily favored. And again, Pick 6 is just, it's another fixed payout DFS app. So like you take Robinson's over or under, you get the same payout. You've maxed out your entry picks at this level. Try making new picks with a different number of players. What? I haven't even done an NBA slip today. I haven't even done an NBA slip today. But anyways, that's okay. Let's see if it works for a 3-man. So we have Halliburton over. So for a 3-man, our payout's going to go up to 5.5x. So I guess I'll run this. Siakam under in RAs. That pairs pretty nicely with Hallie over 2. And then we have Mitchell Robinson over 7.5 rebounds. Again, all these DFS books set their own lines. You can see PrizePicks has Robinson at 8. So this seems pretty solid. Siakam under RAs, Hallie over in rebounds, and then we got Mitchell Robinson over in rebounds. And honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this a few different times as is. I mean, we could make some different picks. I could save one of these boosts for later. But honestly, I'm just going to get all these promos locked in right now, just in case I don't stream later so I don't forget. Okay. And you can see all these boosts have a max of 25 bucks. So whatever, let's just get some of these mentioned on. What book should I read to become a great poker player? I don't know. When I started playing poker, I just watched a bunch of tutorials. Not much of a big book reader, to be honest. Bruh, the fuck ain't on. Timberwolves look pathetic. I know, dude. I was hoping for a good game. I literally went to the gym to watch the game, and then it was just absolute trash. But whatever. Is what it is. Yo, so we could do a better slip. Let's see. Maybe we can do a better slip. So Better's another, DFS app. Oh, shit. So the first play we have is Connor McDavid. Oilers looking to close it out. Under 1.5 points. So again, Better's another DFS app. Fixed payouts, all that good stuff. And you can see here, DraftKings, every sports book. Like, this is kind of the strategy for these fixed payout DFS apps. Sharp books like Pinnacle, FanDuel. Every data point we have in the market, all these books are saying, hey, McDavid's under is heavily favored. So I'm going to try to build a better slip real quick. And then I'll put the link in the chat. It always... Does Pick 6 nerf WNBA? Yeah, they do. So Pick 6, you don't want to run two-mans for WNBA. Again, the site's a little annoying, to be honest. Like, for NBA, they give you a 3x payout. Like, PrizePicks, right, they always give us a 3x payout for two-mans. On Pick 6, they give you 3x for MLB. MLB, two-pick entries with a 3x payout are actually optimal. But then for WNBA, they're only giving you 2.5x minimum guarantee, which is obviously a little bit annoying, but is what it is. Because of the pay gap. Yeah, exactly. They're discriminating against women. They're giving us lower payouts. But shit, dude. So let's see what we can do. So the first play, again, I'm going to go with is McDavid. I wish they had a website you could bet through, but there's not. So we have McDavid under 1.5 points. Okay, cool. This play on Burton, it was available on Pick 6. They actually had our line higher. Where is the search button on this book? I'm just going to rip a slip real quick, and I'll put the link in the chat. And let me know what other sports books you guys want to look at, because I'll try to do a bunch. I don't see any promos on Better right now. It'd be nice if they had some, but they don't. So the first play I'm going with is McDavid, under 1.5 points. WNBA, I'm going with Burton, under 10.5 points. This play just keeps getting better and better. Dude, fucking load, man. So you can see, like, Caesars has ripped this under all the way to -170. So DraftKings Pick 6, they had our line at 11.5. Now they bumped it to 10.5. But let's just finish this play. So I have Neesmith over 6 RAs, Burton under 10.5 points, McDavid under 1.5 points, and then we just need 2 more picks. Because Better, they kind of give you a trash payout on... Honestly, this seems even better. Neesmith under 1.5 steals plus blocks. Yeah, that looks even better. So link's coming. I'm almost done building it. Damn, dude. So it was Neesmith under 1.5 steals plus blocks. You can see ProfitX has the over, right? As the underdog outcome, they're giving you plus 120. So let's check out this slip. Okay, this is honestly perfect. A little bit of positive correlation on the WNBA plays too. Better has 3 active promos as always, damn. I don't think I get promos on Better anymore, but let me just share this slip and put the link in the chat. So McDavid under 1.5 points. Here's the play. Let me make sure people can see the full thing. So it was McDavid under 1.5 points, these two WNBA picks. And then we got 2 picks for the game 5 of Pacers. So these 2 picks and then these 3, but links coming in the chat. Like the video, follow the channel. Yo, like the video, follow the channel. I'm doing a stream now. I'm definitely going to stream again later as well. But let's see what we got, man. So Underdog, I mean, let's see. Maybe Underdog has some stuff. They don't have any promos right now, but Underdog's pretty dry. Usually there's a lot of value on Underdog. Today there's only a few MLB games, so seems a little more dry. Anyways, this was the better slip again. I put the link in the chat. Underdog now pays out 6.5x on 3-mans. Is this true? No, they don't. They still pay out 6x on 3-mans. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But what I wanted to do is, let's see here quick. Obviously, we never know which book. So Fliff has a little bit of value. But it seems like more of the good stuff was on Rebet, which is a sweepstakes book. Dude, there's been some incredible tennis value on Rebet. So look right here. We have Jacqueline Christian plus 7.5 at -128. All the other books, sharp books like Exchanges that are pretty active, Pinnacle, which has 6K betting limits. All these other books have, you know, Jacqueline as a much bigger favorite to cover the game spread of plus 7.5. Buy the stock at, you know, 128 when it's trading in the market at 145. So let's load this up. They're giving some accounts boosted payouts. Are you able to do underdog streaks? Nah, I lost streaks, which is honestly a little bit annoying. I no longer have underdog streaks. But let's go here. So again, this is Rebet. Let's check out these tennis plays. So French Open. French Open, women's singles. We have Jacqueline Christian plus 7.5 at -128. This looks ridiculously good. Game is 640. So this is what we want to be on. Again, Rebet has kind of random betting limits. So let's see what they take. Damn, so they take 500 bucks. Fuck yeah. There we go. I feel like on player props, they've been hitting me with limits kind of aggressively. But let's go back here. So this play looks pretty incredible. Bet Online, you know, a pretty sharp book. DraftKings is even more aggressive, right? They have her as a -165 favorite to cover the game spread. Rebet, we're getting -128. I mean, all these books have, you know, tens of thousands of lines up. We're trying to zone in on the few rare bets that actually have value, actually have an edge. So like Bet Online's market. Yo, Bet Online's market. They were -145 plus 125. So if you devig the market, remove the juice, the fair price, the true line, the true odds, you know, with the vig removed would be -133. We're getting -128 on Rebet. So this bet looks pretty good. Long story short. But I want to do some other stuff. I get 6.5x on Underdog. Bruh, they banned Rebet in Connecticut. Damn, I'm sorry. Underdog now pays out 6.5x on 3-mans. I'm still getting 6x. If they pay out 6.5x, that's actually ridiculous. I mean, that would change the implied odds to... So if Underdog's giving you a 6.5x on 3-mans, they're basically charging you -115 juice on whatever play on the board you lock in, which is pretty good. I mean, that would be by far the best payout in the DFS industry. But again, I'm still seeing 6x. But what did we want to do, man? So what does FanDuel have? FanDuel has a 30% profit boost. Any sport parlay profit boost. You know, if every bet we get locked in and our parlay is plus EV, then our parlay is going to be plus EV. So let's see what we got. Let's see. And we got in the pick 6 promos. Okay. And if you're curious about, like, I'm not seeing 6.5x. Yeah, I'm not seeing 6.5x as well, Mark Suarez. They're also offering 12x on 4-man. 4-man flexes have implied odds of -108. Damn. Yo, did most of you guys get new payouts on Underdog Fantasy? Why am I the only one not getting this shit, man? The fuck? I'm not getting anything. I don't have any good. I'm still getting 6x on 3-mans. But anyways, let's do this FanDuel promo. Again, these promos are the easiest money we're going to make sports betting. So, obviously, like, you know, I want to make sure, even though it's a good promo, 30%'s a lot. Basically, whatever you bet, you know, with a 30% boost is probably going to be plus EV. But I still want to maximize the value of this promo, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we have, So let's get a home run parlay in for this FanDuel promo. Again, 30% boost. What is going on? So this play obviously looks really good. I mean, granted, these home run markets are a bit wider. You know, 80 cents of juice is what Circa's charging. But still, their market on Circa plus 350, minus 430, remove the juice, find the fair price, remove the vig, would be plus 365. We're getting plus 400. What is going on, dude? What the fuck? Okay, so let's build this slip as quickly as I can because I don't want to waste a bunch of time. So we got 2 home run picks so far. Meh. I don't love that on Jacob Wilson, but I want to find one more pick ideally that looks beautiful. So we got 2 picks so far. You can see them right here. Again, this is a 30% profit boost we should be getting. They also have an NHL promo, but we'll get to that maybe in a bit. What do we like? It obviously doesn't have to be a home run bet. This is an all-sport parlay. Pacers first quarter money line. Honestly, yo, you guys think the Pacers close it out? Anyone think the Knicks can actually come back down 3-1? So here it's a 30% boost. So, you know, it's going to go from plus 62.18. They only give you a max bet size of 10 on these promos. All these picks are solid. So let's see what we have here. Right, here's the play. 30% parlay profit boost. Oh, shit, man. But now we can start. So take a screenshot, obviously, if you want to tail it. 30% boost. They have some other promos. They have a, you know, French Open parlay. They have a lot of stuff we could look at. They have an NHL boost. But the Panthers closed it out tomorrow. Or they closed it out yesterday, so there's no game tomorrow. You'd have to build a 3-pick parlay. Same game parlay for the Oilers game if you wanted to use the FanDuel promo. But maybe let's try to do an underdog slip. Knicks in 7. Knicks win tonight. Damn, everyone likes the Knicks. I'm not seeing it. I still get 6x. No, I didn't get new payouts. You need to update your app. Maybe you need to update the app. I'm not sure. But let's see. Let's see if we can get in an underdog slip quick. Not much MLB today, unfortunately. But there's always some good esports line discrepancies that we can take advantage of. So check out like this play. Sorry, this is supposed to be an under. So this is just a line discrepancy off the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer. Again, it's just pointing out line discrepancies. So you can see every other book data point. I mean, less active, efficient betting markets compared to like the NBA or whatever. Not as many books post odds like FanDuel, DraftKings, they don't do esports, but regardless, every other book has this line lower, so this seems solid, but what I wanted to do is what else do you got for me? What else do you got for me, man? So again, sometimes like, you know, the value's not even, well, I guess they already bumped Brianna Stort. No update for me. Yeah, I don't know. If you got these better payouts, good for you. That's nice. So there's some WNBA shit on Underdog. Check this out. We have Sabrina, under 25.5 PRAs. You look at every other book, PrizePicks, yada, yada, yada. They got her at 24.5, so this seems great. Ooh. Dude, I kind of like this. So here we would have a 3-man on Underdog. If you guys are getting a 6.5x payout on this, I would rush to bet this shit. Dude, 6.5x is good, man. But regardless, I still like it as, you know, a 6x payout. Obviously, I wish I was getting 6.5x, but I'm not. But what I wanted to do is, let's see what we can do. What else was there on rebet? So here was the Underdog play again. Get it locked in if you want to play it. Try to give people a little bit of time to bet it if you want to tail. Every pick, I make sure, you know, I'm a very data-driven sports bettor. I don't wake up and know what I'm going to bet. It all depends, right, kind of on, like, where's the value? Damn it, they bumped McConnell. Fuck, this is what I get. Trying to be nice, trying to give people plenty of time to bet it. Oh, shit. Dude, so there's some very solid tennis value on Underdog. So they bumped McConnell. Fuck, man. So they bumped McConnell. I got to find a replacement play. Again, this is a problem with Underdog and they bumped Sabrina. Bruh. Dude, you are killing me, Underdog. On the bright side, I still think Sabrina's under in assists. I mean, I would have preferred her under in PRAs, but I do think her under 4.5 assists is solid. Again, even if you don't personally use FanDuel, you still want to look at their odds lines as a source of information, right? Maybe I don't like that play. Well, it actually seems pretty solid. I mean, you can see most books have her under as like a -155 favorite. So here's going to be my replacement play. Again, if you want to run it, well, actually, I don't want to play these together because these picks are in the same game. So they're adding in a weird fucking payout shift. So I'm going to run this instead. I apologize. So here we have it. 3-pick entry, 2 esports, 1 WNBA. Seems solid. 6x payout. Take Sabrina's over, under. You get the same payout regardless. And most of these books have her under heavily favored. Player props, you know, Fliff, her under's a -155 favorite. Dude, come on. So I'm going to get this locked in. I don't know why it's not verifying my location, but does anyone else understand J? I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Underdog now pays 6.5x. I'm not getting 6.5x. Maybe it does work on the app and you need to update the app. And I'll update the app. So here's a 3-man. Damn, dude. I don't know why it's not taking it, though. Let's see. Let me refresh this. Start a streak. I don't think I have Underdog streaks anymore. Dude, what the fuck? Let me check my phone, though. And maybe this guy's not lying. Dude, what is going on, man? Yo. Is underdog, is it only janky for me? Play ladders to unlock a bonus. I don't have streaks now. I just have this ladders thing. Are you kidding me? So they already bumped one of these picks. So I'm going to get this locked in literally as fast as I can. So again, there was another esports play that looked pretty solid. It was right here. Where is this line discrepancy I like? Here we go. VSM under 21.5. That took way too long. Damn. But regardless, this is what I'm going with. I'm still not seeing... Yeah, I'm still not seeing, unfortunately, a 6.5x, but that would be nice. So if you look at like VSM's line, PrizePicks, every other book, they got them lower at 21. So that seems solid. Can you please do PrizePicks? How do you use your computer to bet? He's not lying, but not everyone has it. I think they're testing underdog 6.5x payouts on new accounts. Anyways, I don't have that shit. But regardless, VSM under 21.5. PrizePicks has the line at 29. Seems solid. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see what else we can do, though. Some people are asking for PrizePicks. Let's see if there's any value on PrizePicks. It honestly seems a little dry on PrizePicks. Yeah. Not much going on PrizePicks right now. Unless we're able to... Let's see. Again, League of Legends used to be really good on PrizePicks, but they started adding in kind of brutal payout shifts. So you got to be careful and avoid them. Like PrizePicks, they usually give us a 10x on 4-mans. Here, they'd reduce it to 7.5x. So long story short, it's become hard to correlate League of Legends on PrizePicks. Yo, so this seems very solid. Landry Shamet, this is a rebet play. Obviously a super niche market. Landry Shamet under half of an assist. So this is a crossed market, right? This is arbitrage. You can get plus money on his over on Novig or ProfitX. And then on rebet, you can get his under at plus 100. So arbitrage is just when two books have such different odds. You can bet the over on one book, under on a different book, guarantee a profit. So in this case, rebet is crossed with Novig as well as ProfitX. So by definition, one of these two bets has to be plus EV because I could bet his over at plus 104. And granted, they're only giving me $33, so it's kind of a waste of time. So these player props I've gotten harder limits on, but like, you know, if you have normal betting limits on rebet, bet is under at plus 100 for $500, bet is over at plus 104, $490, you make $10 risk free. So by definition, one of these two bets has to be profitable, has to be plus EV. So you have really high confidence in your edge when you're able to find crossed markets, which is why I like to look at the arbitrage tool when I'm finding plays. So here's another one, for example. We have Ryan Gusto. Where are you? Under 4.5 strikeouts. Let's check this out. Rebet is crossed with Novig. Arbitrage. No other book is giving you above plus 100. So this seems like another solid player prop play on rebet. Let's see how much they give me on this. So for MLB, they actually give me a little bit more. They're giving me about $100. Obviously not that great, but 97.7. So I could go over to Novig, bet his over at -109. I already have his under at +114. And because Novig and Rebet have such different odds, they're so out of sync, you know, I just make like a little risk-free profit. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play the under. Because again, by definition, one side of the arbitrage opportunity has to be a profitable bet, a plus EV bet. So the same thing here. Either Mon fills, well, that actually just moved, so it doesn't even matter. That just got bumped. So PrizePicks, unfortunately, really nothing right now. We want Fliff. Yo, we can check out Fliff. Okay, we can check out Fliff. Give me one sec. So let's go here. Let's go to Fliff. I mean, let's get into Fliff play. So, I mean, again, like Fliff, like all other books, there's just so many lines up. We're trying to zone in. You know, they have all these different first set total games. There's all these random markets. So we're trying to zone in on, you know, what are the bets that actually have value, actually have an edge. So let's see what we have here. Here would be a two-man on Fliff, so we want to go to set. Boom, boom, boom. Again, the max parlay payout they give you is, you know, $5,000. So I'm only going to be able to bet this for $750. But two tennis picks, both of them have very solid value. Yeah, man. And then what else did we have on FanDuel? Maybe I'll run this as a straight bet. So we have Jacob Wilson, 2+ hits. This is in the A's game at +170. You can see here, again, the sports betting market is so fragmented, inefficient, all these books setting their own odds. We're getting +170. No other book even offering above +150. So like, you know, if you devig any of these other books' markets, DraftKings market +145, -195. So they have a 50-cent spread, 50 cents of juice. Devig the market, the fair price would be +162. We're getting +170. So this bet's plus EV. But anyways, I'm going to call it a day for now. I'll be streaming again later. Unless there's something on pick 6 that magically pops up. Not really. Kind of the same shit. Damn, Mackenzie Gore has a high strikeout line, 7.5.